Hey everyone, it's Lisa and I'm here to help you take your measurements for your shotgun chaps. So the first thing that you're going to need is a pen and a fabric or soft measuring tape. Another useful tip is these sticky dots. I like to place them on the jeans so that I know where the measuring parts locations are. But if you don't have those, you can use pieces of duct tape. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the measurements from the waist down paper. So the first thing we're going to do is take our pieces of duct tape and we're going to place them along the outseam of the leg. So down this outside seam on the jeans. So the first one we're going to do is the upper thigh. So you're going to look at the crotch and you're going to come directly across and put your piece of tape right there. This one is really important because this is where the chaps are going to come up and sit. And if this is too low, they're not going to sit properly. So you really want to make sure you're right in line with the crotch of the jeans. The next one we're going to do is the knee. So if you can bend. So right at the knee, you're going to put a piece of tape. And can you turn that way a little? And so what we're going to do now is we're going to split the difference 2 times between these 2 locations. So you can just eyeball it, but it's approximately 3 inches apart. So there's my 4 pieces of tape. So the upper thigh, mid thigh, lower thigh, the knee. Now we're going to do the calf. So you can feel down the leg and feel the fattest or widest part of the calf, and you're going to put the next piece of tape there. Okay, move a little bit that way again. So as you can see, there's 5 pieces of tape down the outside outseam of the leg. So what we're going to do now is you're going to take your tape measure and you're going to hold the tape at the top of the belt. And you're going to pull it down to the floor. And at each one of these locations, you're going to write the number. So keep holding this at the top. And this one, the upper thigh, is 9 inches. So on your sheet, you're going to write 9 inches on the upper thigh. You're going to keep holding this at the top and go to the next one. And this one says 12.5. You're going to write down 12.5 at mid thigh. Then you're going to go to lower thigh. And this one reads 15.5. You can just go to the nearest 1/4 inch. That's fine. And then you're going to write that at lower thigh. At the knee, you're going to write 19.5 or whatever it reads on your tape. And then you're going to write down the calf. And this one is 26.5. Now don't let go of this top part of the tape and measure all the way down to the floor, to the ground with cowboy boots on. And you're going to read the tape and write that number down. This one says 40. So this number is the top of the belt to the floor. So you're going to write 40 in that spot. The last measurement you're going to do on this page is top of the belt to top of the boot. So you're going to hold your tape at the top of the belt again and come all the way down to the top of the boot. This one is 37. So you're going to write that number right here, top of belt to top of boot. That should give you all of these numbers on this piece of paper. You should be done. Now we're going to switch to the next paper. The next paper is the circumference measurements. So the first one you're going to do is the waist. So what you're going to do is, can you face me please? So you're going to take your tape and at the back of the back side, you're going to hold it on top of the belt and come to the front with the tape measure underneath the belt. Can you turn that way a little bit? Just like this. So on top of the belt at the back to below the belt in the front. And this one reads 37.5. So then you're going to write that in the waist measurement. That's going to be your waist circumference. The next one you're going to do is the upper thigh. So if you can turn that way a little bit. So right here at this mark, that's the measure. That's where you're going to take this neck circumference measurement. So move your tape up into the crotch, the widest part of the thigh. That's what we're looking for. You're going to take this around and pull it snug. You don't want to pull it too tight, and you don't want to be able to put a finger underneath the tape. You're just going to pull it snug. This one reads 25. So you're going to write that in the upper thigh. Then you're going to move your tape down to the mid thigh, and you're going to do the same thing. Come all the way around the leg, pull it snug, not too tight, and you're going to write that one down. And then you're going to continue on, lower thigh, write that number, come to the knee, make it snug, write that number down, and then same thing with the calf. So come around. It's okay if you get the jeans bunched up in there, it's totally fine. And you're going to write that number down. That should give you 5 circumference measurements and then 6 with the waist. There's one more measurement that I didn't write on the sheet that I really would like you to try to measure, and that's the front rise. So if you can face, that's perfect. So the front rise is going to be from the below the belt, so under the belt, to the line, if you can imagine this imaginary line from this upper thigh to the crotch. So below the belt to that line. This one reads a 6. So you're gonna make a little spot in there. That's called the front rise. Those are all the measurements that I need. If you have any questions, feel free to text me, call me, message me, email me, however you like. Thank you.